Hey everybody, this is Rob of Archangel Link, and in this video I want to answer the question, why is it that Amazon doesn't allow me to solicit reviews from friends or family members if I'm an author? It's a good question, and it doesn't seem on the face of it to make all that much sense because they can go about, purchase the item, have a verified purchase mark next to their review, and write, theoretically, an unbiased review. But as far as Amazon's concerned, they do have some guidelines. I'll include a link down below. But anything that does potentially have a conflict of interest, they are keen to disallow. Now, their enforcement isn't always perfect. I've heard of instances where a title will say with it, or a review will say, hey, this author is my brother, and you should still read it anyway. I think it's a really great book, and here's a little bit of information and why I think that it deserves the star rating that I gave it, etc. I've seen examples like that, and they stay up, and they're not flagged necessarily, and they don't cause any trouble for Amazon, apparently. Conversely, I've seen examples where somebody has written a previous review for an author, and maybe they have a Facebook page, the author does, that the reviewer has followed, and they have some sort of Facebook friendship or community relationship with them, and those titles are considered disallowed, even though it's completely theoretically above the board. The author hasn't offered any compensation. The author doesn't have any sway over the reader, except that the reader happens to like their material and wants to follow them and write reviews for them. So the enforcement isn't always perfect, but the general gist of it is that Amazon, again, wants to create, at least as much as they can, unbiased and honest reviews. Technically, if you are an author in a genre, you're not even allowed to write reviews of other authors in your genre because, again, it's considered a conflict of interest. Maybe you have some sort of financial arrangement with them and you're lending credibility to them, and it's considered dishonest in that way. Or conversely, maybe you're offering very negative reviews because you want that reader, that browser, to go over to your title and not the author in questions. So technically, you are not permitted to even write reviews if you have a book in a competing genre or in the same genre as the title that you're looking to write a review for. However, I will offer a suggestion and something that you are permitted to do, and that is you can have those reviews from friends or family members featured as editorial reviews. Now, they won't show up as an Amazon customer review, especially if they've been flagged. But if you have positive, constructive feedback or information that you want to share that highlights some of the attributes of your title, and you want to feature that as part of the editorial reviews, then you certainly can do that within your Amazon sales page. So hopefully that helps. If you have any additional questions, let me know. I'm happy to give some insight and feedback as much as I can. If you're curious about reviews, we also have a series of other videos talking about how to gather reviews, how to get honest, authentic reviews, and I will include a link to those down below along with the guidelines that I mentioned. This is Rob Archangel of archangellink.com, and I will see you folks next time.